Hello everyone. In today's discussion, we are going to talk about the concept of radius of curvature. Radius of curvature is the concept of differential calculus, what you learn in engineering. Am I right? In engineering, you all learn about this because it has a very important vital role when it comes to engineering problems. Since you are all from the background of computer science, let me connect this kind of radius of curvature with the concept where somewhere into the computer area, that is programming or some kind of some sorts of graphical areas into that. Okay, so actually radius of curvature, if you see this structure, if you see this graph, I think you can somewhat think like suppose if there is a curve, this is the curvature, let us assume this is a curvature and there is a center. Okay, there is a center and suppose if you pick a point P of x comma y, then if you see the distance between, is it possible to find the distance between the center and suppose any point on the curve? I think you all can find, am I right? So there is a possibility, we can, suppose if there is a curve, we can understand, we can analyze and we can find the distance between the center and any point on the curve. You are also, when there is a circle, so how to arrive at a circle, two things are needed. If you want to arrive at a circle, you need two things. What are they? One is center, one is radius. Am I right? If you know what is the radius of the circle and if you know what is the center of the circle, you can draw the circle. Am I right? You can find the equation of the circle. Similarly, if you have a curvature, even you can find the radius of the curvature, you can find the center of the curvature if it is not given by using the radius and the other stuffs given, and you can find the equation of the curvature also. There is a possibility because the curvature can be of different types. What are they? So a kind of parabola, a kind of ellipse, a kind of hyperbola. Am I right? And there are various other next level curvical structures are there. So let us assume where we can use this kind of ideas when it comes to 3D imaging. For example, in olden days, have you heard about the game Mario? It's an old game where there will be a person, he will be jumping and there will be some hurdles in between, he will just jump and he will go. So the position, if you ask him the position, he will go to the upside and maybe he can go to the left side or he can go to the right side or to the bottom. There are four positioning is given there. For the image to move in the frame, inside the frame. What I am telling is, in current scenario, if you are given the same kind of game to play, so it's a kind of boring. It will just move upward, downward, leftward, rightward. So why cannot it go? Why cannot it round itself? Why cannot it jump to like the curvical nature? Am I right? In that frame, why cannot it run backward or frontward, jump front, jump back? So in that scenario, I am telling you like we can try the concept of radius of curvature. So we can make that object. So this is an object. So according to programming, that is an object. That object we can plan to move in a curvical nature. Am I right? What I am trying to say is, instead of jumping left and right, back and front, we can make that object to move in a curvical nature. So in designing problems like that, I can tell you like even you can try the concept of radius of curvature into that. So in programming we can bring the ideas. What we do? We will see what is the function of that curve. Am I right? What is the kind of function of that curve? And what we will do? We will differentiate first order differentiation, second order differentiation, and we have a formula already. Modeled formula for radius of curvature, we can apply that formula, we can understand what is the radius there, what is the existing radius there. Am I right? Likewise, by using the mathematical ideas, step by step process, we can understand various the results required, and this all can be applied into the program. These all formulas, all the parameters required. Okay, all these things can be applied into that. So when you want to move that object in a curvical nature, it can be done. So that is why this radius of curvature is very useful in the concept of 3D imaging. Okay, where we can 3D imaging various can be analyzed and can be done. Even you all can try. You all can try and you can understand how it is working. Lot of new programs are coming in this idea. Lot of innovations are coming in the concept of radius of curvature. Thank you.